Hey, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Happy Election Day Tuesday. I am Dr. Samantha DeLoache, your modeling pharmacist and professional speaker coach and founder of the Model Speakers Academy. And I wanted to come on today to have a little conversation with you all because, one, I want to talk more and engage with you as my audience. And I don't have any, speakers today, any persons that I'm interviewing. So I said this would be a good time to come on and chat. So, again, I want to let you know that this platform has been created so that I can reach you all and let you know how important public speaking is for your day to day living, your day to day activities. It doesn't matter if you're trying to lead at work or lead in your home or in the community. Public speaking is a skill that we all can use and all work on. I think some of the biggest disconnects we have in the world today is lack of communication. People not expressing themselves. They're thinking one thing, but they're doing another. Or their words say one thing, but their actions show something different. So overall, we just need to do better with communication as a whole. And when you can communicate effectively, you're going to get better results. And that's in all aspects of your life. And so the Model Speakers Academy was created to help individuals become empowered to speak, empowered to share your voice. I believe we all have a story to share. We all have life experiences that have molded us and shaped us into who we are today. So we should never look down on our experiences or feel bad about what we've had to go through because a lot of times what we experience is not for us, but it's for someone else. So I want us all to be encouraged that it's okay to share your story. It's okay to have your life experiences. And if you need someone to help you shape your message, the Model Speakers Academy is here to help you with that. It's an 8-week program, and we go over the model framework. The M stands for motivate, the O stands for organize, the D stands for deliver, the E stands for engage, and the L stands for lead. Because if you're a speaker, you're a leader. But even if you're not a speaker, you still are a leader. Your voice matters. What you have to say matters. And so I want to empower individuals who might not be as confident. We have the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and a lot of us are getting together with family. And so sometimes that can be a little bit of a shaky situation for us. Some of us don't know how to communicate our needs with our families. How many people are going to be at the table and somebody's going to bring up something that they don't want to discuss? And they don't feel empowered to say, you know what, I don't feel comfortable talking about that. Or let's talk about something else. So, everyday conversations, it doesn't matter, even saying the prayer before you eat. All of those things, require you to be confident to be able to share your message, share your viewpoints. And so that's what the Speakers Academy does. And then also, I've been mentioning it, next October 2025, I'll be hosting my very first International Speakers Retreat. And so I want as many people as possible who want to get that experience of being an international speaker and getting workshops and different tools and tips to help them be a better speaker to sign up. And even if you don't want to be a speaker at the retreat, that's fine. If you just want to visit Bali, you've never been before, and you want to experience this once in a lifetime experience, you don't know how to plan a trip and you don't know how to handle the excursions, don't worry. That's already been taken care of for you. So sign up, as soon as possible. It's a $500 deposit, but trust me, you're going to enjoy yourself. So now that I've got the announcements out of the way, I want to share about the three things I want to discuss in this quick lunchtime chat. My first part I want to discuss is embracing your authentic self in public speaking. So that's so important to me because when it comes to public speaking, I think the most powerful thing you can do is be yourself. Too often, we feel like we have to have a speaker persona and that we have to become someone else or sound like someone else, move and talk and be like someone else. But that's not the case. You need to be yourself. The real strength lies in sharing your story as you are. Being authentic doesn't mean being perfect, it means being open and true to who you are. And it's okay if you feel nervous, it's not a problem. One way to overcome that is to focus on connecting with your audience rather than impressing them. You want to start with why you care about the message. Why do you even care? And then your audience will feel your sincerity. So trust me when I say people want to see the real you. They'll lean in and they'll want to connect with a person, not a performance. And so I want everyone to realize that when you come in front of an audience, regardless of, be it at work, home, your church, wherever you are, be yourself. Be yourself. Make sure you practice, make sure you put in the time to prepare your message, but ultimately you want to be yourself. Be your authentic self because that's going to resonate better with your audience. Now, the next thing is finding your audience. How do you find your audience? So, the second piece is knowing who you're speaking to. So, as much as we want to reach everyone, not every message is going to resonate with every person. So, who do you naturally connect with? It could be people who share your passions, who face similar challenges, or who are interested in your field. You want to find your audience and you want to serve them because they will find value in what you have to offer. So when you know who you're speaking to, you can shape your words to meet their needs, whether it's a group of colleagues, a community organization, or an online audience. You have to know who you're talking to because there's someone out there who needs your voice and the insight you bring. And so I, reach out to people who may not be confident in speaking. I want to reach out to you. I want you to know that you can be encouraged. You don't have to be afraid to speak and share your message. And, it's okay if you don't know who your audience is and you may need help finding your audience. But, the main thing is you want to find what you all have similar and find a common thread there and then make sure you're gearing your message to that particular demographic. And then the last part, I would be remiss to get online today and speak to you all if I did not speak about the importance of voting. As you saw from a post earlier, I have on my Pearls and Ballots Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated sweatshirt on today. I have on my pearls, so I am representing. And I just want everyone to know that it does not matter who you vote for. It doesn't matter. You just still need to get out and vote. So many people died and were attacked and beaten up just to have the right to vote. That's our civic duty to vote to help shape tomorrow, our future. Who we have in political office makes a big difference in the laws that are going to get passed and just the different tax breaks and just the whole gamut. You can't sit on the sidelines and then complain. And that's what a lot of people do. They don't want to be active in the process, but they want to complain about what's happening in the world. And you don't get to do both. You have to pick a side. If you want to have an active voice, then you need to vote. And that's how you share your voice. So, today is election day. So, this is a day where we have the opportunity to have our voices heard. Voting is one of the most powerful ways that we can make a difference in our communities. So, just as in public speaking, our individual voices add up to something larger. So, when we show up to vote, we're saying, I'm here and my perspective matters. No matter where you stand on the issues, your vote is a way to advocate for what you believe in and to help shape the world that we live in. It's like speaking to an audience of millions, a chance to be a part of a conversation about our collective future. So if you have not voted yet, I really hope and pray that you find time today to vote. I voted last Wednesday because I knew I would be at work today and I wanted to make sure that I got my vote in. So if you have cousins, if you have friends, significant others, relatives, find out if they voted today. Send them a quick text, but encourage them to vote. I know a lot of my friends and family, they voted in the early voting. So if you have not voted, please do so. The polls stay open till 7:30. And guess what? If you're in line, they can't kick you out. So the key thing is you want to get in line by 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where you may be across the world seeing this, but you want to make sure you vote. It's very, very important. I don't want people to have this mindset that, oh, my vote doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Your vote does count. Your vote does matter. Your voice matters. And even with public speaking, you may think, oh, my message doesn't matter. People don't want to hear what I have to say, but that's not true. Like I said earlier, you have to find your audience, and somebody does want to hear your message. I believe whatever we go through, our trials and our tests, they're not for us, they're for somebody else. And so I hope you got encouraged today. I just wanted to share about the Model Speakers Academy and encourage you to sign up. I'm going to start doing some more webinars in the month of November to encourage you to sign up for the Model Speakers Academy. And then also, I wanted to share about the International Speakers Retreat in Bali, Indonesia. If you're on the fence, go ahead and sign up. You're going to have a fabulous time. I've curated the trip with someone who is a very talented travel agent. And so I know it's going to be a beautiful trip. And then I want to come in and share about being your authentic self. You know, the world has enough of copies, have enough of fake people, phony people. We need to go back to the basics and get back to where people are authentic. People are being genuine with their communication. People are saying what they mean and meaning what they're saying. We need to get back to that. And how do we start it? We start with ourselves. So let's try to commit to being a better speaker and being a more authentic communicator. Let's stop lying. Let's stop misleading people. Let's stop, having idle conversation. Let's make sure that when we share and use our words, that we're building people up and not tearing them down. So definitely, I wanted to hit on being authentic in your speaking. And then I wanted to share the importance of finding your audience. Everything ain't for everybody. We have to find out who we are meant to serve, who we're meant to help. And that's who we need to gear our messages towards. So hopefully you will figure out who your tribe is, because we all have our tribe and we just have to be willing to go out and find them. And then lastly, I wanted to hit the hammer on the nail to let you know that you need to vote. Voting is so important. It's so pivotal, especially with the day and age that we're living in and just the uncertainty of the world today. So please, please vote. You still have ample enough time. It's over 6.5 hours left in today. Right now, it's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time where I am in Charlotte, North Carolina. But I definitely want to encourage you to vote, to have your voice heard. So I hope you enjoy this lunchtime chat. I wanted to just share these nuggets. I want you to remember to embrace where you are, connect with people who need your voice, and to use your power in every space you step into. We're not shrinking back. We're not playing small anymore. We want to make our presence known. And guess what? If people don't appreciate it, if people can't handle it, then they're not our people. I put up a quote on Facebook last week or earlier this week that said, "Don't be attracted to my light and then try to dim it later." So make sure that the people that are around you support you, they encourage you. They're not trying to shrink you or to fit you in some little box, but embrace your power, use your power. And today that means use your power at the polls. So I want to thank you for listening, for those who came in and out. And I want you to continue to make our voices count. And that means in the voting booth, on the stage, and in every part of our lives, we need to make our voices count. And the Model Speakers Academy is here to help you do just that. If you have any questions, comments, put it at the end of this message. And if you're watching this as a replay, put hashtag replay. But I want to work with you. And we don't have to wait until 2025 to work together. We can start building the necessary foundation right here in November 2024, so that by the time January comes around, we're already rolling where we need to be. So thanks again. And remember, go vote. That's so important.